Soft instrumental music fades in, the hum of a distant storm, thunder echoing through empty hangars. A calm cinematic male voice begins. 8 years ago, somewhere above the Pacific Ocean, a pilot vanished, and with her a truth no one was ready to face. Her name was Captain Elena Torres, known across her squadron as Falcon, one of the youngest and sharpest fighter pilots the U.S. Air Force had ever seen. Calm, precise, fearless. They said her instincts were sharper than radar itself. If she locked onto you in a dogfight, you were already done. But on June 4, 2017, Falcon's call sign went silent. Her F-15 Eagle was last seen disappearing into a wall of storm clouds during a classified interception mission over the Pacific. The official report called it weather-related failure. Her wreckage never found. Her body never recovered, and yet, among the men and women who flew with her, no one truly believed she was gone. There was something about Falcon, something that refused to die. 8 years later, Edwards Air Force Base, California. A quiet night, broken only by the distant roar of jets and the whisper of desert wind. Lieutenant Ryan Cole sat in the cockpit of his F-22 Raptor, helmet on, breathing steady, eyes locked on the horizon. It was supposed to be a routine patrol, just another quiet flight through clear skies. His co-pilot, Captain Drew Harris, joked over comms. "You ever think about her, Cole? About Falcon?" Ryan exhaled softly. "Every time I fly, man, she was the best of us. Yeah, still gives me chills. They never found her. Not even a wing fragment." Ryan glanced down at the photo taped to his console, a faded picture of Falcon smiling beside her jet. That same steady gaze, that same fire. He smiled faintly. "She'd laugh at us right now, getting sentimental before takeoff. Then let's make her proud." Engines ignited, twin Raptors lifted into the night sky, their afterburners slicing through the darkness. Minutes into the mission, altitude, 33,000 feet. All systems normal, until it happened. A faint click on the radio, a burst of static, and then a voice, a woman's voice, calm, steady, clear. "Control, this is Falcon. Requesting emergency landing clearance." "Repeat, this is Falcon." Ryan froze. His breathing stopped. Drew's hand gripped the throttle. "What the hell was that?" "Say again?" Ryan whispered into the mic. "Did you hear?" "Yeah," Drew interrupted. "I heard it. Falcon." For a second, they both sat in silence, disbelief echoing louder than the engines. Ryan's heartbeat pounded in his ears. "Control, this is Eagle 2, he said slowly. "We just received a transmission. Repeat, a voice identifying as Falcon. Confirm if any active call signs with that ID are registered." Static, then ground control's voice, confused and tense. "Negative, Eagle 2. No active call signs registered under Falcon. Please verify frequency." Ryan checked again. "Secure military band. Encrypted. Impossible for civilians to access. Impossible for ghosts to speak through." "Control, that transmission. It came through the Black Channel," Drew said quietly. "The Black Channel, reserved for emergency distress and high classified ops. Only current Air Force personnel could access it, and Falcon's access had been terminated 8 years ago. Maybe it's interference," Drew said nervously. "That's not interference," Ryan muttered. "That's her voice." Moments later, and another burst of static, then again, the same voice. Only this time, closer. "Eagle Flight, do you copy? This is Falcon. I'm inbound, low on fuel. Coordinates transmitting now." Ryan's radar flickered. For a split second, a blip appeared, then vanished. Altitude, 29,000 feet. Speed unknown. "You seeing this?" Ryan said sharply. "Yeah, it's bouncing in and out, like she's cloaked." "Cloaked? There's no stealth tech that advanced. Not even our Raptor can..." Then it appeared again, a solid lock heading straight toward them. "Control, we have visual contact approaching from bearing 270, Ryan said. "Unknown aircraft. No transponder." "Copy that, Eagle 2. Proceed with caution. Visual ID only. Do not engage unless authorized." Ryan adjusted altitude, eyes straining against the dark. Lightning flickered across the horizon, and for a brief second, he saw it. An F-15 old design, same squadron markings, same insignia. "Falcon unit, Pacific Wing." Drew's voice trembled. "That's impossible. That's her jet. She went down 8 years ago, Ryan whispered. Then what the hell are we looking at? The unknown jet maintained perfect formation beside them, matching their speed, their altitude, their rhythm. No transponder. No heat signature, yet every light, every surface was solid, visible. Falcon, this is Eagle 2, Ryan said over comms, voice shaking. If you can hear me, identify yourself. Silence. Then, Eagle 2, it's good to hear your voice. Feels like it's been a while. Ryan's throat went dry. That voice, calm, steady, exactly as he remembered it. Falcon, where have you been? You went missing in action 8 years ago. 8 years? She repeated softly. No, it's only been a few minutes. Drew stared at his radar. Ryan, her plane's tech signature, it's from 2017. Same frequency coding as her last mission. That's not possible, Ryan said, eyes wide. Then the storm hit. Thunder exploded around them, lightning shattering the sky. Ryan tried to stabilize. Falcon's jet cut through the chaos, smooth, effortless. Follow me, she said calmly. You're flying too close to the vortex. Vortex? Ryan shouted. Falcon, where are you leading us? Her jet banked sharply left, heading straight into the center of the storm. Falcon, break off. You'll rip your wings apart. Trust me, Ryan, her voice whispered through the static. You always did. The radar blinked once, twice, and then vanished. Falcon's jet was gone. The storm dissolved within seconds, leaving clear skies, as if nothing had ever happened. Control's voice crackled through the comms. Eagle Flight status report. You're off course. Return immediately. Ryan's voice trembled. Control, we made contact with an unidentified aircraft. F-15 Eagle, serial markings match missing unit Falcon. It vanished inside the storm. Repeat, Eagle 2. Did you say Falcon? Affirmative. Silence on the line. Then Eagle 2 report to base now. Back at Edwards Base. The hangar lights buzzed overhead as Ryan climbed down from his jet. His legs weak, his mind spinning. He yanked off his helmet, trying to process what just happened. Drew threw his gloves on the tarmac. We saw her. Ryan, we both saw her. I know. She looked alive. Not aged, not changed. She didn't even know it had been 8 years. A silence hung between them, heavy, electric. Moments later, the base commander, Colonel James Harlow, approached, his face pale. Gentlemen, follow me. Now. They entered a dim briefing room. On the screen, a frozen radar snapshot. The mysterious aircraft. Confirmed F-15. Model time-stamped 2214. Hours location. Same coordinates as Falcon's Eye. Last known position in 2017. Harlow's voice was grim. That frequency you heard, it's been inactive since Falcon's disappearance. The system was decommissioned years ago. Then how did she broadcast through it? Ryan asked. She didn't. Not from this world. Ryan felt his chest tighten. You think it's a trick? Some foreign tech? No, Harlow said quietly. It's her. We traced the signal origin, and it's coming from somewhere that doesn't exist anymore. Ryan frowned. What do you mean? Harlow zoomed the satellite map. This, he said, pointing, is where her jet crashed. The coordinates you heard tonight are the exact same ones. Outside, thunder rolled again, distant echoing. Ryan looked out across the tarmac, where lightning flickered in the clouds, and for just a second, he thought he saw it. A flash of silver cutting through the storm, a ghost in the sky, Falcon. Soft music fades in, a slow heartbeat rhythm mixed with wind and thunder. Bernardo-style narration deepens. They said she died 8 years ago. They buried her name with honor, but some voices don't fade. Some pilots never stop flying. The next morning, the air at Edwards Base felt heavier, like the sky itself was holding its breath. Lieutenant Ryan Cole hadn't slept. The image of that jet, Falcon's jet, looping through the storm haunted every blink. Every second he closed his eyes, he could hear her voice again. Eagle 2. It's good to hear your voice. Feels like it's been a while. He stared at the empty runway through the glass briefing window. Same wind, same sky, but now it felt different, like she was still out there, just beyond the radar. Inside the debriefing room, the air was cold. The monitors buzzed, showing flight telemetry, voice logs, radar snapshots, all from the night before. Colonel Harlow stood in front of the table, his arms crossed, jaw tight, beside him. A civilian scientist adjusted his glasses. Dr. Elias Monroe, from the Department of Advanced Flight Physics. He didn't wear a uniform. He didn't salute, and that meant only one thing. Classified project. Harlow spoke first. Gentlemen, last night you reported visual and audio contact with a call sign decommissioned in 2017. Captain Alina Torres, codename Falcon. Correct? Ryan nodded. Yes, sir. Both visual and audio confirmation. And the aircraft you saw? An F-15 Eagle Model D series. Same markings. Same serial pattern. Impossible to fake. You're sure? Ryan's voice hardened. I flew beside her. I'm sure. Dr. Monroe leaned forward, eyes sharp. You said the signal came through the black channel? Drew nodded. That's right. Encrypted frequency. Only active in top-tier ops. The black channel, Monroe murmured, was part of Project Helios, the same experiment Falcon's squadron was testing when she disappeared. Ryan's head snapped up. Project Helios? Time wave propulsion, a study in energy fields that bend radar, and possibly more than radar. It was classified even from most Air Force personnel. The mission was abandoned after Falcon's jet vanished inside an energy surge. You mean time distortion? Drew said quietly. Monroe didn't answer, but his silence said enough. Harlow pressed a key. The screen flickered to life, showing Falcon's radar trace from 2017, then overlapping it with last night's anomaly. Both lines matched. Identical. Ryan's jaw clenched. So you're saying her jet never crashed? Monroe leaned back. We don't know what happened. But what you saw wasn't a ghost. The signal you heard, the call sign Falcon, carried a quantum timestamp from 2017. To our system, it was only 8 minutes old. 8 years. 8 minutes, Ryan's hands trembled. She said it herself. It's only been a few minutes. That night, after the debriefing, Ryan sat alone in his quarters. Rain whispered against the window. Lightning flickered, soft and distant. He couldn't stop thinking about her voice. Not just what she said, but how she said it, steady, calm, like she'd never left. On his desk, a radio transmitter blinked faintly, his personal receiver, tuned automatically to the Air Force frequencies. He hadn't touched it since returning. But at exactly 02:14 a.m. it crackled to life. Eagle 2. Can you hear me? Ryan froze. He turned the dial. The voice grew clearer. Ryan, if you can hear this, don't follow the signal. They'll trace it. It's not safe. His heart pounded. Falcon? Alina, is that you? Silence, then barely audible. You were right. It's been 8 years for you. But not for me. I'm stuck. The transmission cut off. Morning came with chaos. Harlow stormed into the hangar holding a tablet. Cole, what the hell did you do, sir? We detected a personal transmission from your quarters at 02:14. Do you realize what frequency that was? Ryan's eyes widened. The black channel. Exactly. That network's supposed to be dead. You just opened it. The colonel slammed the tablet on the table. A faint waveform pulsed on the screen. The same pattern Falcon used for distress pings. She contacted me, Ryan said quietly. Impossible. I heard her, sir. She said not to follow the signal. She said she's stuck. Stuck where, Lieutenant? In a dream? No, sir. Between time. The room fell silent. Hours later, Dr. Monroe called Ryan to the tech lab. He had something to show him. On a secure monitor, the waveform from the 02:14 transmission played back in slow motion, hidden inside the static. Faint, rhythmic pulses. Monroe enhanced the spectrogram, and then they saw it. Coordinates, not random, not repeating, specific location, Pacific Sector 14G, the same grid Falcon vanished in. She's trying to lead us somewhere, Ryan whispered. Or warn you away, Monroe replied. I can't ignore her. If you go, you're off protocol. You'll be grounded. Ryan's jaw tightened. Then ground me later. By dusk, he was already airborne. No authorization, no backup. Just him. And Falcon's last coordinates. The ocean below shimmered like molten glass beneath the fading sun. He followed the signal pulse, faint but steady. Each time it beeped, his radar flickered with a ghost trace like something phasing in and out of existence. And then, there it was. A swirl of clouds forming a perfect circle. Lightning arced within it. Violet, Unnatural, the Helios anomaly, Falcon, he whispered, gripping the stick. Static crackled through his headset. You shouldn't have come, Ryan. You led me here. No, I warned you. It's pulling again. I can't hold it back. What is it? The field we tested. It never shut down. It's looping. Every time it opens, it drags me back, and now, it's reaching for you. The clouds began to twist faster. Like a whirlpool in the sky, Ryan's instruments went haywire. Alarms screamed, pressure surged. Falcon, I'm losing control. Cut your engines, now. That'll stall me, trust me. He killed the throttle. The jet shuddered violently, spinning nose down into the storm. A blinding flash engulfed him. And then, silence. When Ryan opened his eyes, the world outside was gray, clouds still swirling, but no alarms. No noise, everything. Suspended, he checked his instruments, altitude frozen, speed frozen, even the clock. 02:14 a.m., then he heard it. A hum, deep and mechanical and like a pulse from the earth itself. A light flickered above the cloud, and through it, a shape descended. It was Falcon's F-15, perfectly intact, glowing faintly along its wings, like the air around it was bending. Her voice came through again, softer this time. I told you not to come. Where are we? Nowhere you can survive for long. The field traps energy, time, sound, everything. You'll age a year in minutes if you stay. Then let's get out. I can't. Every time I try, it pulls me back to the moment I vanished. Then I'll find a way to pull you out. You can't, not yet. But listen carefully, they lied about Project Helios. It wasn't just radar bending. It was time-fold energy. They used us as test subjects, so who did? You'll find the truth in file Helios 0. It's locked under Command Omega. Promise me you'll get it. I promise. The clouds began to tighten again, the hum growing louder, piercing. Go, Ryan, before it closes. I'm not leaving you. You don't have a choice. Tell them I'm not dead, and tell them I'm still flying. The light burst again, and when she was gone. Radar blank, sky clear, the ocean below, calm. Hours later, rescue drones located Ryan's jet drifting near Hawaii. Instruments dead. Power drained, oxygen at 0. He was unconscious, but alive. Flight time recorded 2 hours, but his jet's internal clock, frozen exactly at 02:14 a.m. When he woke, Harlow and Monroe were standing by his bedside. You crossed into the anomaly, Monroe said quietly. I saw her, Ryan whispered.
She's alive.
She's trapped in the Helios field. Then God help us all, Harlow muttered. Why? Because that field's opening again. And next time, it might not give her back. Music swells, a mix of violins and jet roars. The narrator's voice grows lower, slower. Some say the past never truly dies, sometimes it circles the sky, waiting for the one who still believes. She was declared dead 8 years ago. But the truth? Falcon never stopped flying.